Hey, what's up everybody? So I got these two drills that we do often, right? We try to continue to test and find drills that are gonna give you the most bang for your buck. So we call them primers. The idea behind a primer is that it helps you assess your mechanics for your shoulders, your core. It really identifies where all the root cause of your problems are. So if you have chronic pain or if you are plateauing, right? If you're using the wrong muscles for the job, then you're never gonna be at your best. So the two drills that we do for the shoulders, it's gonna help you figure out how to use your shoulders better for all movements. So whether it's a push-up, a burpee, or just daily activity things, just moving your shoulder for, being on the computer, driving, it's all the same stuff. So let's assess to see what is happening in your shoulders when you move your arms. So the two drills that I'm gonna go over is the pec press. Usually I like to use a bumper plate because it's a better width, but most people have dumbbells, so we can start there. If dumbbells are too heavy, you can even just push through your palms, right? But for the sake of the demo, I'm gonna use the dumbbell. So all you have to do is just start moving the dumbbell forward and back slowly. And then when you do that, you're just trying to feel what muscles you're using. The other way to say it is when I'm moving my arms with this dumbbell out in front, where is all the tension going? So right now, I don't know if you see it, but right when I pull it in, you can see that the weight's going into my trap in my neck. So the front view, this happens all the time when we start moving the shoulders unconsciously. Just think of like a bottom of a push-up. You'll see all that weight is anchored in my neck. I'll grab a lighter dumbbell so I could just point to it. This happens is the most common fault for shoulder mechanics. A lot of people start doing pull-ups, push-ups. The idea for pull-ups to target the back, right? The idea of a push-up or any chest exercise to target the chest. But what happens is people turn that chest exercise into neck day. You'll see there's nothing happening in my chest. It happens all through the trap, the tricep, the shoulder, and this is what most push-ups look like. So then if you do more push-ups to strengthen your upper body for posture, for performance, you're really just going into your neck. What I'm not using, I have better tools for the job, is the chest and the back. So if you look, the goal is one, make sure you open up the posture enough where you feel an equal burn in your chest and your back muscles. So you'll see the lat right there is completely off. It's all on my neck. I wanna set and make sure that when I bring it in, I focus on really pulling through the lat. And then I'm pushing in like I'm trying to crush the bumper plate, the dumbbell, using my pec. But I'm really counter pressuring. You can watch the other video on that if you would like, but I'm using my lat to hold my shoulder down so that I can really access my pec. So the visual difference here is when I'm driving in, pushing the dumbbell out and pulling in, it's not going into my neck like this. So then the assessment tool happens where if you finally get the weight out of your traps like this, then you can start to have a better assessment where, all right, now is your left or right pec weaker? Can you control the left or right pec? Can you control your left or right lat? The same drills, that's why we like these primers that assess the imbalance, also fixes the problem. So you use this to figure out which side's weak, or if you keep dumping into your shoulders, then the same drill, you just do more of it to kind of fix the problem. So that's the pec press. That takes care of all shoulder movements, I guess, horizontally. But now if you guys take that dumbbell, that same concept, and bring it up to here, a plate, we call it the anchor press. But the idea is the same thing. When you're pushing up and lowering the weight, you have to feel that you're using your chest and your back to do the job. If not, think about anything that happens up here, like a pull-up. You'll see a lot of pull-ups where if you hold the top, you're gonna be in your neck and bicep. Again, the pull-up is not a neck and bicep exercise. You should be targeting the lat. There's no lat happening, there's no pec. So the idea is, can you set the shoulder with the lat again? So every time you lower that weight, I'm thinking chest up, use the lat to hold all the weight. And then I'm gonna drive through the upper pec. So this is the anchor press. So the idea is I'm using the chest and back muscles again versus down here. So So easy thing to combo, right? You'll just do some pec presses here, lat, pec, not traps. And then you kick it up over here in a front rack position, or your arms are going up overhead. Set the lat and pec the whole time. You want to stay in this range because you want to keep that muscle under tension the whole time. So don't start too low because then it'll round your shoulders, you won't feel the lat. Don't go all the way through because that's just a different application of technique. The goal is just to learn how to turn on the muscles on command. So tightening up my lat, keeping my lat on, pushing through the dumbbell like I'm crushing it. So chest and back, versus shoulders, neck, shoulders, neck. So once we find these drills that we can get good feedback from, it's all about consistency. So you can do these drills every day. You're just learning how to reset our mechanics, kind of the habits we built for years of doing this, whatever we're doing, typing, driving. So the more practice, the better. So again, try that with your palm, but figure out where the weakness is coming from. So I know my left pec, my left lat doesn't fire as well. So then when I'm going to do my bench or my pull-up, I'm really hyper focusing on that side so I can start to correct the imbalance. If you guys have any questions, post in the comments and let me know.